for essentially triggering me this morning. I woke up to a tweet of him essentially making his pickup team all guys who no longer play for the Oakland Raiders. All of them. He had Khalil Mack at center. He had Amari Cooper as shooting guard. He had James Jones off the bench. And I'm like, dog, are you really trying to fuck with my mental health today? Devontae Adams, who should have been a Raider but never was, is that was good? And the worst part was they replied. Yeah, man, Khalil Mack is down to play center for you, and Donald Penn was hot that you picked Mack over him, but it's all good. I just enjoy when players actually like don't take themselves too seriously and actually do some like engaging ass shit. And it pretty much spread throughout the whole league. You had the Seahawks tweeting out their lineup. So it was a pretty good day for football Twitter. Outside of that, man, I know we talked about a lot of controversial stuff in this episode, and I know I also dropped a lot of F-bombs. But that's kind of what you can expect in this podcast / broadcast. And ultimately, what I do want to say is, again, man, I gotta talk that talk about these media folk out here.
Oh shit, he just get ready. This is about to go bad. Oh my god. This is about to go bad.
Listen, man. I know part of being about the media means like, asking about relevant topical shit. And I know right now for seasonality, that means the NBA trade deadline. That means trade rumors. That means all that sort of stuff. Which is fine. You can Google my name. I've written plenty of trade rumor, clickbait, speculation, shit that's never going to happen. I've written it. It's done. It's out there. It's on my byline. I don't care. But the thing is, man, if you're going to ask about that stuff, you need to bring something to the table. Like if you need to bring something to the table, number one, and number two, you need to show your work. You need to show the fact that one, you're prefacing your questions. Two, you need to not only just show the on the record answer, but you also need to show the person's response afterwards, and like you need to be fully transparent with your work, because otherwise you're just baiting for a reaction, and it's mad corny. Because if that's all you can bring to the table, then what are you doing? What are you doing? As KB always says, what is your impact? And
impact, motherfucker.
And the last thing I want to say, man, is I think here, and Malik was talking about this, about getting a journalism degree and having this dream of being a journalist. And I kind of went on a rant about how, you could go there with this dream, and what you'll find, and what I found out was that wasn't the dream. That dream, A, wasn't for me, and B, I didn't want that dream. Because I found another gap that I need to fill, and that's the gap between journalism and business. The fact that people who operate and do the work in journalism don't understand the business, and the people that do the business don't value the people that do the work. That's a huge issue, and that's something that I'm trying to figure out and hash my way through, and that's why I do what I do. But regardless of what you do after you get a journalism degree or a comms degree or whatever the case may be, point is, if you land in a corporation, I think the biggest and most disrespectful anybody can do to someone that has a journalism degree and hanging on their wall is hide information from them and expect them not to find out and connect the dots and use their resources, because that's literally what that degree signifies. And that's all I'm going to say, because, yes, this is a sub-diss. And that's all I'm going to say because, yeah, I got industry ties. So, fuck media.
Real mob ties, all-time highs.
But yeah, man, this is Touchdowns and Tangents. You know what's up.
Culture.
If you liked this episode, I don't know if you're going to like the rest of the show, because low-key this was trash. But it was fun. We had fun. We glad people participated. No one got upset. Everyone had a little bit of fun. So it's all good. We ended on positivity.
And honestly, if somebody did get mad, you know what? Then have this conversation in your own home. Address colorism and what you're doing and contributing to the so-called coalition between non-white people. Like, let's actually have these conversations in our own homes, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of generational curses. I know in the black community, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot in the Latino community, and we're all just trying to figure our shit out. So the only way we can do this,
trauma's inherited.
It really is. That's not funny. Like, trauma's really inherited. You inherited that traumatic ass hairline. But anyway,
I'm not saying it's not, but it's just corny to always point it out.
No, because we're always talking about mental health. You talked about mental health a couple minutes ago. Like, we really need to talk things out, because if we're going to be honest, our parents and grandparents weren't talking about shit. They were just living, and they kept it moving, and whatever they didn't talk about, that shit got passed down to us. So whatever insecurities, knockups, whatever we have, we either keep it deep down inside, or we live it out, and we're trying to figure shit out as we go. And our grandparents probably weren't talking about the horrible, traumatic shit that they've been through. And now it's trickled down to us. So we might as well have these conversations, even if they're uncomfortable. And Pete can snore all he wants to. I'd rather sleep than have to look at that shitty ass hairline he has anyway.
My whole point is, like, yeah, I get it. Trauma's inherited. Yeah, I get it. Our parents didn't talk about things, and now we're dealing with it. Like, yeah, I understand all that. Cool, but we constantly talk about that instead of talking about the real issues. It's like,
no, those are
it's
some
corny
of the
to
issues.
me. It's corny to me.
Those are some
like,
of the issues that we need to talk about.
Yeah, but
maybe
what
not
I'm saying is
all the time.
we're talking about the issues instead of actually talking about the issues. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you
that's
and me
the point
both
that I'm
we
making.
talk about our issues.
I
talk. Well, I'm not going to talk about all over the air. I'm not going to talk about all over the air, but on home, I talk about my
This
issues.
was a real ass touchdown therapy session.
That's what this whole episode was. And honestly, if you're offended by something that I said, then go look it up. Black people are literally the original people of this earth. I'm not arguing.
And shout out to Jackie.
Fact.
She says she wants to create a panel of Black and Latinos.
We should. Let's address all the shit that has happened. Because if we don't talk about it, we just keep pretending like shit's okay, and it's not okay. And when we could have allies, we don't, because we didn't reach across the aisle when we had the chance. That's all I'm saying.
All right, man.
We live in a divided ass America.
Okay, we heard you the first 10 times.
And the Patriots won the Super Bowl, and honestly, I don't know about y'all, but it ruined my whole fucking year during Black History Month.
I don't even care. I'm just numb to it.
I'm numb. I'm numb to the Patriots winning.
I'm just like,
they're white America's team.
I can't even hate them anymore.
I would rather the Cowboys win a goddamn Super Bowl. Do you understand what I just said? I'd rather the Cowboys win a Super Bowl.
I think my body's just going through shock, and I just refuse to acknowledge
septic shock.
Happened.
Like, you might as well be smoking DMT. That's what it feels to watch a 6 Patriots Super Bowl. Honestly, and I wish Joe Rogan could interview me after it happened.
DMT before?
No, but I know a guy who did and had a long conversation with him, and it really.
It's not the same thing.
No, like, he told me some shit, and I was like, "Wow, no." He told me some shit, and I'm the type of person. You tell me some shit you've been through, I'll believe you. I don't need to go try it on my own. The bottom line is, we hope that this episode was really informative, and maybe it needed to spark something inside you so you can have that conversation with people you know and have more conversations across the aisle. Because honestly, when the game goes off, this shit is still sports too. Everything is a sport. Let's just be honest. Everything is a sport. You're competing at everything.
Yeah, man. So
you either care about winning or you just, figure it out. I'm done because Pete really is mad right now.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get out of here. Like,
let's close this out, man.
Oh, okay. Now we can close it out.
Wrap it up.
Now we can close it
out. Wrap it up, Pete.
I'll be Mike.
First off,
all right. If you like this show.
You like this show, that's why you're listening. Fuck out of here.
What you can do is share it with your friend, give us a like, give us a rating. All y'all listening in the podcast store, you can go in there and give us a 5-star rating, leave a comment. All of you on the Good News Radio app, if you're not on the Good News Radio app, get on that. And also shout out to X Squad affiliates, X Squad Radio.
Full press coverage.
And full press coverage for also replaying us. So, outside of that, man, touchdowns and tangents, we're out.
Our loved ones and everyone in the chat room. We appreciate y'all. Watch you get sued for the Big Daddy.
Ryan said you're the vicarious DMT smoker.
Wow. I'll take that.
Yeah, man. Drugs are one of those things where you can't take someone's word for it.
No, I'm taking that dude's word for it. He was pretty far. I'm gonna take his word for it. I'm not gonna try DMT. It's the feeling you get right before you die. I don't want to feel that all day. No, thank you. I'll pass. I'll live and pass and not have DMT in my system.